An aspiring writer since the age of 9, by 1904, Lucy Maud Montgomery was the author of dozens of stories and poems published both in Canada and the United States. One day that gray year, searching for literary inspiration, she came across the shard of a narrative idea she'd written in her journal a few years before. Elderly couple apply to orphan asylum for a boy. By mistake, a girl is sent them. And that is how Anne of Green Gables, the most widely read Canadian book ever written, and the basis of one of the most popular and enduring Canadian pop cultural phenomena ever, came to be. Nearly a century after Lucy Maud Montgomery rediscovered that scant story kernel in her journal, her creation, the freckle-faced, red-haired, and verbosely romantic orphan dreamer Anne Shirley, has become the closest any Canadian literary equivalent can get to Mickey Mouse. Recognized and loved around the world, Anne of Green Gables is the nexus of a multi-million-dollar tourist trade, and perhaps the true certification of contemporary pop cult success, the object of vigorous litigation concerning merchandising rights. Each year, the tiny province of Prince Edward Island, population 130,000, draws 700,000 tourists largely on Anne's allure alone. Approximately 120,000 of these visitors venture to Province House in Charlottetown, where the Canadian Confederation was devised in 1864. But 3 times as many go to Cavendish, where Anne Shirley was devised in 1905. The province boasts no less than 5 museums which preserve the artifacts of Maud Montgomery's life, and the likeness of Anne's freckle-sprinkled face appear on every provincial license plate. Without question, however, the center of Anne mania is Japan, where Anne and its sequels have been read by more than 13 million Japanese since 1954, and where a national travel magazine survey determined in 1992 that the only destinations its readers wanted to visit more than Prince Edward Island were New York, Paris, and London. Japanese travel agencies book a staggering 10,000 package trips to Prince Edward Island annually. Meanwhile, back in North America, 500,000 new copies of Anne of Green Gables are sold each year. The appeal of Anne becomes even more noteworthy when one considers the comparatively docudramatic ordinariness of her world, a quality which arguably not only makes her even more compelling and vivid to young female readers, it's also what qualifies her as a distinctly Canadian literary sensation.